Yo, record him.
Help! Help me! Please help me!
This is not your bike.
Please help me!
It's not your bike. It's not your bike.
Please help me! Help! Please get off me!
Hey, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Please get off me!
Yo, don't not take it, bro.
Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Man, now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Help!
You're not getting
Get
the
off
bike.
me,
I'm
dude.
not. No,
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
Stupid or something. You're
Don't
not
touch
touching
his
my
phone.
phone.
Do not touch his phone.
I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on my hand.
No, dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. I said no. I said sit down.
Please help me!
She's just crying.
You're not crying. You're not crying. I got
Stupid.
I got
It's
you on
my
video.
bike.
Drunk?
Wait, you pulled it out? Hey, Hassan, you pulled it out? Hassan,
I don't give a fuck.
Hassan, you pulled it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his. It's his. It's his.
Reset it. I'm gonna pull it out on your account.
You an actor.
I don't give a fuck. This is my
Stop fake
bike.
crying.
Guys,
He's fake crying. Stop fake crying.
Hey, stop touching me. I don't touch you.
Hold up.
Hey, stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Why don't you take this bike?
Stop touching me.
I will. I take
Exactly. So take
Fuck
it.
out of here.
So take it.
You're stupid ass. Fuck out of here. Dumbass. Your baby gonna come out with
Wait, how you stop crying?
Fuck.
Not a tear came down, miss. Not a tear came down.
So y'all just saw this right here. And this is a video that has pretty much gone viral on social media. I think I've seen about 5 or 6 different Twitter accounts share this video so many times. So I said, let me go ahead and spread this out here to my subscribers here on YouTube who may not have seen this, who may not have a Twitter account. So you see this incident right here where you have the obvious Carolyn, because we have renamed her ever since ever since Carolyn Bryant Donham is now taking the eternal dirt. Now we have renamed Karen to Carolyn. So we have this woman right here who I actually found out what her name is, but I'm going to show you what her name is and her ID picture at the end of this breakdown, who tried to take this bike from this kid who this was his bike. And basically, in case y'all never rode on one of these motorized bikes that you see on the street, like these street bikes, basically you have to download an app, you attach your card or any type of form of payment to the app, and you basically are renting the bike for the duration of the time that you're on there. And it basically is like a meter. It's almost like a moving meter. You know how you pay money at the meter to stay parked there? The same thing kind of works with this, and it's attached to you. So this heifer right here tried to come and take the bike away from him that's already attached to his account. So she was trying to get a free ride, meaning she wasn't going to pay for shit. She wasn't about to pay for not 1 minute or 1 second, I should say, on that bike. And then she went into the usual antics as y'all saw right here. So now that I've given you that little rundown, we about to go ahead and break it down.
Record him.
Now look at that. She's yelling out, help me, like she's being attacked. Of course, and look at the frame. White woman, black kid. I believe he's a teenager, but he fits the frame. Dark skin, tall, kind of has some size to him, definitely taller than her. So she's doing the same thing that her PC Carolyn ancestors before her have done and still do today, to try to get this kid hemmed up. And I think this might be in New York. I think someone can correct me in the comments.
Please help me!
It's not your bike.
Please help me!
It's not your bike. It's not your bike.
Please help
Yes,
me!
it's New York. I see the NYC on her scrubs.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
Yo, don't not take it, bro.
Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
So now she's taking her badge off, her ID, y'all, probably just so they don't get her name, but it's too late. Take her badge off and then puts her bag down and then tries to push him off of the bike. Like she's literally trying to steal this bike. When there's money attached to it and it's not yours, you're stealing. She's literally being in her colonizing spirit right now. She gonna say get off of him when he wasn't even touching her, and then took his phone. But say, get off of me. I'm telling you, that Carolyn Bryant spirit is embedded in them. I'm telling you.
Took his phone. What's wrong with you?
Stupid as something. You're not
Don't touch
touching
his
my
phone.
phone.
You're not
Now
touching
she
his
wants to talk about her being pregnant. You're hurting my fetus. You're hurting my unborn child. No, you are hurting your fetus. You are hurting your unborn child. How was they even supposed to know that you was pregnant? And first off, if you're pregnant, why are you acting in this way? This just lets me know how you are going to be as a mother. If this is, and first off, if this isn't your first child, this probably tells me how you are as a mother to the child or children you already have.
Putting your stomach on my head.
And now she's
Stop.
bringing attention to herself by yelling out help. And she doesn't even sound scared. She's just yelling out help, help, somebody please help. It doesn't even sound like she's in danger. And this guy right here, hold on, let me run this back a little bit.
Dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. I said no.
Now here in comes the white knight. Now look at this. Look what she's doing right here. The minute that this white guy turns around, mind you, she's surrounded by all these black guys, these black males. But the minute this white guy, who already had walked past the frame one time, but he turned back around and came, she now tries to push out tears. These tears were non-existent before. She was very belligerent, but the minute the white guy turns right back around, she wants to push out these tears. Now, keep this in mind. When I did that live stream about DC Drano and that tweet that he posted about how, oh, this is what happens when your white knight gets locked up for trying to protect you, I wonder if she watches him or looked at that tweet. Like really internalize what she just did right here when this white guy turned back around, who looks like he might work with her because it looked like he had on the same scrubs as she does. I don't know if they know each other. And notice how she acted when he turned back around to confront what was going on, because he doesn't know what's going on. And versus how she was acting before he intervened. Just fake and phony.
She's just crying.
You're not crying. I got
Stupid.
I got your
My
video.
bike. Drunk.
Wait,
Now she's getting even more. To those out there who say that white women can't be ghetto, I present to you Exhibit A. That's what I present to you right here.
Hassan, you pulled it out? Hassan,
I don't give a fuck.
Hassan, you pulled it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account.
Reset the bike? Are you kidding me? No, this is his. No, you will not give in to whatever antics that she's doing. No, you are not resetting that damn bike. The bike is on his account. That bike belongs to him as long as he's renting it. It's not hers. What kind of negotiation is that? But see, he got on cold. He had no idea what the hell was going on. He had no idea this woman was just lying her ass off. She's fake crying, but his suggestion to the boy is to reset the bike. No.
It's his.
I'm glad he said that she's an actor, because that's exactly what she's doing. She's trying to get a Tony. This woman is trying to be a Broadway actress. More like Fraudway actress.
Stop fake crying.
Hey, stop touching me. I don't touch you.
Hold up.
Hey, stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Why don't you take this bike?
Stop touching me.
I will. I can't.
Exactly. So take
Fuck
it.
out of here.
So take it.
Yeah, these are some New Yorkers. I can hear that accent. Listen, I went to school with a lot of people from New York, and when I hear "fuck out of here," I already know who's talking. So I know this is New York for sure. Now look at what happened. She went from oh my god to pulling out her phone and going back to act. Literally, this woman went through like 3 different personalities in a minute and a half. She went from being fake, like belligerent, yelling out help and all types of stuff, being fake dramatic. Then she went into being even more aggressive. So it's actually 4 personalities. She went to being extremely aggressive. Then she went into fake tears, which weren't even no tears, just kind of fake cry. And now she went back to having some kind of composure. She went through 4 different personalities in a minute and a half. That is true Carolyn Bryant isms that you saw on display right here.
How you stop crying? Not a tear came down, miss.
Now look at her. Now she feels some kind of empowered. Look at how she's looking right here. She's like, well, I got what I wanted. Well, not she didn't get what she wanted, but the attention she wanted, that's what she got. Look at her. She feels like she's triumphant. She feels like she's won. She feels like she's gotten some type of victory here. Well, you know, the sleuths were on it. And this is a clip. Well, this is a piece from right here from Revolt TV where it says Citi Bike Karen, because that's what they dubbed her as, has purportedly been identified as medical physician's assistant named Sarah Jane Comrie. What a name, Sarah Jane. The mystery was easy to solve as the woman was wearing scrubs with NYC Health and Hospitals boldly etched onto the front. A Bellevue Hospital lanyard also rested comfortably around her neck. Holding a photo ID that allows social media users to gather her personal information, she went to school way too damn long to be this stupid, an individual said with a screenshot of the details. It goes on to say, today, May 16th, New York City Health and Hospitals confirmed to the New York Post that they have begun to take disciplinary action. We are aware of the video involving a healthcare provider of off-duty and away from the hospital campus. The incident in the video is disturbing. The provider is currently out on leave and will remain on leave pending a review. A spokesperson said of Citi Bike Karen, they continued, as a health system, we are committed to providing an environment for our patients and staff that is free from discrimination of any kind. Well, I'm going to say this. Now that we know her name is Sarah Jane Comrie, we don't have to call her Citi Bike Karen anymore. We don't have to give her a title. Just call her what she is, or call her by her name, whatever the case may be. We don't have to refer to her under this title. And of course, they're going to put her on some kind of paid leave, and they're going to call that disciplinary action. This woman's actions is the same type of actions that a lot of white women before her and will come behind her have done before in the past, in the present, that gets black men and boys hemmed up. That's why they made the parallel comparisons between what she did and what Carolyn Bryant did. The only difference is these boys were not brutally murdered by the so-called offended's spouse and brother-in-law. But yeah, she should have gotten fired, like immediately fired. Like, this isn't, in my opinion, disciplinary action. Because I have a feeling that she might actually get her, like, she might come back to work. I was about to say get her job back, but she hasn't lost it. So what is there to really get back? She's still technically employed by this hospital. So if she wanted to come back at any given time, whenever they tell her to come back, they can slide her raggedy ass right back in there. And I swear she has this typical name, Sarah Jane. That just sounds like a woman who is just ready to hem somebody up. Now, this is something that just recently came out. This is the alleged receipt that she had to quote unquote prove of the bike that she was getting on. And this is what her attorney had released. So we're going to go and examine this. As you can see, it's a picture of the bike. It has the serial number on it and it says $0. I'm going to explain that. And it says, thanks for riding with us, as well as the map and the date, the day, the year, and the time. So, of course, you know, if anyone has never ridden any one of these bikes before, it's basically a rental thing. It's through an app that you put and install on your phone, and then you attach a card to it, and then it runs up almost like a meter. So it starts off with $0, and then it starts to calculate as you move along. But the reason why they're saying it's a $0 is because apparently when she was getting the bike, then the whole altercation happened, and it was relocked or redocked, and they never charged anything. Now, if you remember in the video, the boy said, I have it on my phone. I have it on my phone. Like, if my card's attached to it, it's on my phone. It's on my phone. She never provided a receipt. She never said she had a receipt to document that this was her bike right here. But the biggest thing that I took away from this receipt is the fact that they blurred out the time. They blurred out the time. They have the month, the day, the year, and they blurred out the time and just says PM behind it. That is what has raised suspicion for a lot of people when it comes to this receipt. But of course, you know, the people that's going to be on her side are like, you know, trying to push this off as definitive proof. But the biggest one I kept hearing is that apparently, allegedly, the reason why the time was blurred out was because something about her location and everything like that. I don't know. That just seems like a very far-fetched thing that they're just throwing out there to try to get her off the hook somehow, some way. But this is a picture of the receipt right here. I can't wait to see what y'all have to say about that. And just like that, she ended up getting a GoFundMe set up for her literally within a couple days of after what happened. Says, help Sarah Comrie fight being branded a quote-unquote Karen. That's all it took. And look, her goal is $75,000, and she so far has raised $61,231, and it was created 1 day ago. And I'm recording this part on March 19th, 2023, which is a few days after I recorded the first part of this video. So as you can see, this is brand new. She'll probably have this goal reached by the time y'all see this video. So isn't it interesting? Again, they got on code to help this woman with her finances, much like they got on code with Daniel Penny. Now imagine she gets the right tweet from the right person, she'll be over $1 million. And again, this happened in New York. Just like it happened, you know, with Daniel Penny and Jordan Neely. But I'm still stuck on the part where it says help fight being branded a Karen. Like, that's the part that gets me, but the donations are rolling in.